Greetings and salutations, chat. How are you doing today? Pretty well, I imagine. Pretty well indeed. I am still tired after last night. Had to get up, do the side scrollers, of course, wouldn't miss that for the world. So I am just going to play a relaxing game of battle boats whilst I pontificate about the future today. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. And what better game to do it in than America Simulator 3000? Look at that. Look at that boat, chat. Look at it. Behold its big blue rump. Its countless guns. Americanism. Truly. To the fore. I do love the paint job on this thing. I really, really do. I really do love the paint job on this thing. Nitro, remember the 5th of November, the election of freedom was fought. I know of no reason the election of freedom should ever be forgot. Yeah, like there were some weird things, wasn't there? There were some weird things. Okay, so one interesting thing is, people have been comparing the voter turnout totals from 2020 to 2016 and 2024 and raising some eyebrows. Like, how, Democrats, how did you mobilize like another 14 million people in 2020? Boy, Biden sure is far more popular than anyone would ever have thought. They should have just let Biden run. He would have smoked Trump yet again. But no, weirdly, the most popular president ever was not on the ticket. Mysterious. What can I but say? Mysterious. Nitro, town cry, hear ye, hear ye. I so declare in the name of freedom we have fought for. We make a pot to ensure a great beacon of liberty makes it up to the top of the calendar. A list in the commemoration of hard-fought freedom. Freedom Girl on calendar. Also, I have the My Little Pony pack. You know why? Because I know you love it. My Little Pony. My Little Pony's basically American too, okay? We're going full American. MLP, American paint job, all of it. Royking 2740 Arch. I have been thinking about the Fermi paradox and I have read a book called Genius Food. The answer is this: when civilization reaches a certain point, they start producing food that makes them stupid and therefore cause societal collapse. That is actually kind of a sensible idea, yeah. That's kind of a sensible idea.
Heresy's the question.
Agrippa on Streamlabs. So, new RP when? You keep promising one after the witch is out of the White House. Yes. I might actually need to. I might actually need to get to work on organizing a new vampire RP. It is true. It is true. So, for those of you who don't know, this is World of Battle Boats. It is made by a bunch of Ukrainians. Or Cypriots at this point, I think, since they moved for tax benefit purposes. They even gave me a sponsorship once, but then people read at them on Twitter, and they only gave me like $500 and a free ship, so, you know, I'll take it. And that's why we play America. Fuck that little ugly-ass German boat over there particularly violently. Yeah. Nobody likes German boats. Everybody hates German boats. Which is actually largely true, honestly. I think most people just dislike the German boats. You know? I think there are very few people out there that find boats from Germany to be good or pure or proper in any way. Touch its tush.
Heresy's the question.
So,
fire is the answer.
What's going to happen now? That's going to be the big topic of the day, isn't it? Once we amuse ourselves with some boats that potentially float on occasion. I think the first thing that's going to... I am actually a little bit surprised by how well the Democrats have taken it on a, you know, burning, looting stage, okay? Because I was expecting riots. Portland was expecting riots. Portland had already started boarding up windows and shit before the election. Ooh, there you go. Go away, you filthy kraut bastard. And yet, nothing. So far, there was a brief moment of public disturbances as Antifa in Portland made a play to retake Chaz, but for once, the Portland Police Department, or whoever runs law and order in that Democrat hellhole, had looked at the polls for once and thought to themselves, wow, this is not going to go well for us, is it?
Fire is the answer.
And the police had been put on high alert, making sure that the moment the Chazzers decided to start maneuvering, they got slapped pretty violently and immediately. And half my team is dead. Wow. It's not a good America Day celebration so far, is it? So that was nice. That was actually surprising. Like, what? The police force doing what it's supposed to do? That's unusual. Are we sure this is still America? Or perhaps this is already America under Trump. Trump hasn't even gotten into the White House yet, and already the police are like, maybe we should do our gerbs or something. There you go. Trump doesn't even need to be properly in power to start improving everything. That is how remarkable of a luminary individual that Trumpolophagus truly is. And everywhere else, too, it's been quiet. Remarkably so. Again, I was really genuinely expecting something to pop off somewhere, but so far, no. Not at all. Surprising, very surprising. It might also be, again, that, you know, they were prepared for it to a degree, and it does appear as if people were prepared for it to a degree. So far, so unlucky. Nothing, no hits of niceness there. Now on Twitter, however, on the social media, the left has taken it less well. There has been a fair bit of screaming over there, of course. There has been some upsetty spaghetti. There has been some people vowing to get out of the country. I think Hassan was saying that he was going to Japan to become Johnny Somali 2.0. Which, you know, fair enough. They might even take him. He's pretty rich. And he's pretty white. I think the Japanese would actually embrace this variant of Johnny Somali. I don't think they would have that many objections. And he's a good capitalist, you know. He buys big houses, he pays his taxes. Everything considered, Hassan Piker is an excellent addition to the capitalist system of Japan, and will probably continue to be so. Well, we've killed 3 enemy ships, and they've killed all of ours. Yeah, not a great start for the Texas today. And I'm going to be continuously shot at by an invisible cruiser lobbing shit above a mountain over here, which is also fun and engaging in video games. Plus, there's probably a destroyer spotting me over there, so... It is indeed a lovely set of circumstances, isn't it? A truly, truly lovely set of circumstances.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Ah, World of Battle Boats. I remember you now. How unbelievably campy you are. Oh well, we shall go down fighting then. As a proper American. Ah, there's destroyers to my rear as well. Wonderful. Boom, dead. That was one of those games decided before it even started, much like the election, I would assume. It's like, yes, everyone in your team are actually legitimate mouth breathers. At least they've removed the need to have your boat in goddamn battle so you can't even play it again. That's nice.
Fire is the answer.
Paramount Stargard for 50, thank you very much. Unironically, blasting higher by Creed as I make this irresponsible decision. It's okay though, my stocks and Bitcoin both more than made up for it today. Vladimir Milze, preferably in an American flag bikini. We shall add that to Vladimir Milze. Thank you very much, sir. There we go. Noted. Nice round. He pays attention to people like me who pay him Lumi. It's not that hard to understand. That is also true. I do pay attention to people who pay me. It's true. Much like Trump does. Now, the question now then becomes, okay, what exactly is going to change, right? That's a big one.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Mario Trujillo, the king in orange, takes his throne once again. He does. Sentinel Rex, I'm going to say before anyone else was, where are the 20 million votes, Dev? You're telling me 20 million people didn't show up for her? A cute communist? You know, it is very sus. It is very weird where those 20 million votes went to. Like, really? You'd show up for Biden, but not Kamala? What? Really? Is Biden that popular for presidential candidate to mobilize the vote to that extent? Like, Jesus. So, like, Noppelganger, read my post in chat. YouTube censorship. Oh, yeah, so apparently YouTube is censoring the word Trump today for some reason. For some reason, quote unquote. So let's unburdened by what has been. The Cackler, also 2024, also suffer dev. Kern, it's going to be interesting to see how hard the leftists will riot over Trump win. Like, surprisingly, there hasn't been a whole lot of that. I don't. Now, here's an interesting thing as well. What has happened in quite a few of the more left-wing districts as well, and the leftists too are rather upsetty spaghetti about this, is that a lot of the more radical left-wingers decided to protest vote by voting, for example, for third-party candidates, because they're accelerationists at this point. They're like, no, we need to go further left. We need to go as far left as fast as humanly possible, and that will save us. If we can only just reach the level of Mao Zedong blowjobbing Hitler underneath a table, then finally, paradise will be assured. I do not know about this. I question this logic. I'm not certain. Because there were actually some of the battleground states in which if the radicals had not third-party voted and instead universally voted for Kamala, which, you know, is a bit of a assumptive stretch mark there, but yeah, in that case, they might actually have won it, because there were... Well, who knows, really? Like, it was in many ways a pretty solid red sweep, so it might not have been enough. But in Pennsylvania, I think he won by 100,000 votes, so depends on how many radicals are around, I guess. You know? If those 20 million votes from last time all showed up, Sorry, little American brother, you must die for greater security. That one's dead. I don't like the fact that we've already lost 2 out of our 3 destroyers. That's not wonderful. Myogi! Die, filthy Japanese peasant! But yeah, not a whole lot of rioting. Which also makes me wonder, though, okay, what has changed? So, Portland, they shut down the riots with police. Now, this probably isn't due simply to the sheer presence of God Emperor Trump ascended. Probably not quite that simple. What has probably happened instead is that the usual Democrat strongholds, they were probably pretty much already like, yeah, Kamala's a vegetable, okay? She's a mouth-breathing vegetable of the highest order. She ain't gonna win, so we're gonna have to prepare ourselves for a Trumpian presidency, which means there's gonna be attempts at riots. So we're actually going to put our police in preparedness and readiness to beat these little narco shits right the hell back down again, and that seems to have been exactly what happened. They don't seem to have been as confident this time around, and, you know, one could perhaps argue that that might have something to do with the lack of big boxes of ballots coming in at 3 a.m. Who knows? Truly, who can tell in these matters? It is just too difficult to tell. Filthy Japanese peasant. Right. Well, I was about to say it's going better this time, and then it wasn't. There's a DD up here, isn't there? I'm just waiting for my game to go pinky sense and for a wave of torpedoes to Yito Cheeto my ass into the fucking next life. All right, Iron Duke, you're playing with the throttle there, are ya? Here, play with that. So even the Democrat powers to be appears to have kind of accepted the fact that this wasn't going to go their way, is what I'd say. And I really need to turn my guns on that thing before it wins by capture. Boy, it's just not going very well. Just not going very well. We might be able to win elections, but World of Warships matches are apparently something quite radically different from that again. Are you slowing down? Yeah, you are. Come on, delete his little, Italian ass? I don't even know. Disappointing!
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Father Jack the Enlightened, how bad was the dev coping and seething last night? Oh, he wasn't coping that much. He was mostly fine, you know, he understood that he is on the wrong side of history. He understands that he simply just is not right now. He is wrong, and yes, the charging cruiser. Unfortunately, I don't have much way of stopping that in this thing because it just does not have the accuracy. Oh, there's the pinky sense I was awaiting, yep. So there's probably more DDs down here now.
What?
And I do not have the gun size to overmatch him, so he's basically immune to me. There's basically nothing I can do to him unless he me over.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Is it flat enough? I'm gonna assume it's flat enough. Nope. Dickle.
That was close.
Alright, let's hope he's stupid and blows his presumed torpedo load too early then. There's his torpedoes, and he did blow his load too soon. Oh. Darnably unfortunate. Darnably unfortunate, sir. You should have kept your little goo in there, buddy boy. You should have kept that goo in the tubes. You did not. And I think that might hurt now. Kablammy, sir. Kablooey, even. Kaplooey. Caps Locks 3, I hope this will pave the way for sexy women in video games. Fingers crossed. I think it will. Just like the Democratic governors, and unfortunately there's still a DD in their capping, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Right. Going destroyer hunting in a battleship is almost never a good idea. Not that I have a fucking choice, mind you. Okay, so he's up there, right? I am never going to fucking get to his ass, so... Unless, are we capturing their thing? We are, but we are capturing it way more slowly. Not looking good. If that DD is even remotely intelligent, even if I manage to spot him, which I never am, he's simply going to press his I am invisible button and disappear. Because wargaming is retarded when it comes to balancing their video games. I don't care. Everything else doing damage to me is entirely irrelevant right now. Only even remotely a tiny, tiny hope of victory is that I somehow spot this destroyer that is in here. This enormous, massive warship that is completely invisible. Oh, there he is. Oh god, am I guns? Oh, we capture theirs? Yeah. Booyah, brothers. Victory for America. I think a lot of the video game developers, too, are actually going to be looking at what is happening right now. Because this election wasn't merely just a Trumpian victory either, mind you. This wasn't just Trump winning an election, this was Trump winning a... Oh, there you go. Trump. Trumponi. This was Trump winning a mandate as well. A huge mandate to do everything he has desired. The Republicans lost. They won the Electoral College. They won the House. They won Congress. They won the popular vote. This was a unanimous loud cry that Trump is supposed to do whatever the fuck he
Service
wants
guarantees
for
citizenship.
4 years with absolute dictatorial authority. And I hope he takes that to heart. And video game developers must be looking at this as well. The people making entertainment must be looking at this and going, holy shit, our biggest market just gave a huge mandate to Trump. What does this mean? It means that you probably shouldn't make a whole lot more woke entertainment, because people aren't going to like it. Belial, either everyone pretty much saw it was going to be a reach for Trump to lose, or the left was so far in their hugbug bubbles they didn't actually see it coming and are stunned with confusion. There's a lot of people right now that are genuinely stunned about this, yeah. Reality Backhand, here's my theory. The Joe Biden economy is so bad that the left literally can't afford to riot. We can't afford it. We can't have any big vans coming around handing out signs anymore. It's too expensive. Monkey saying, so Arch, spoken to Dev yet? How's the cope over there in Devland? Dev's not that bad. See, Dev is not a libertarian, okay? Dev is a fascist crypto-communist, okay? So he's actually fairly happy about all of this, relatively speaking, you know? Father Jack the Enlightened, God Emperor Mandarin has the best effect on the worst people. May they cry their hearts out, because some form of retribution is coming for the damage they've done. Some form. Calvin College couldn't watch the full thing yesterday, but man, Lilith's taken out Trump's races and America could totally take in infinite migrants for such a bad take. I mean, basically, she's making the argument for colonialism. And hey, I don't necessarily mind colonialism. I don't necessarily mind if we can go full colonial, but it needs to come with benefits. It needs to actually be colonialism. Europe cannot simply just throw open its gates and accept the third world in. We're going to have to come to the third world, is what we're gonna have to do. And take their gold, their diamonds, their rare earth minerals, and their copper as well. That is what we need. The Extended Ripper, remember chat to poor libations to Father Washington and all the gods for this divinely ordained victory. The Emperor protects. Ave Trump. Ave America. Indeed. Hexy, it's official. Biden got 20 million more votes than any other Dem in history, and Trump got about the same in 2020. We need to kick Dev for this lies. I mean, it's definitely something for the noticers. It is definitely something for the noticers.
Guarantees citizenship.
Where did the other 20 million Democrats go? I mean, it is a question, isn't it? Where did the other 20 Democrats go?
Service guarantees citizenship.
Where did the other 20 Democrats go? Where did they go? Yeah, spamming. Spamming bad. No like spamming. There. Where did the other 20 million Democrats go? Oh boy, we're outnumbered on this flank, aren't we? And I'm in a fucking paper cruiser. That might not be good. That might be good. That'll be good. That might actually be absolutely ungodly disastrous. Arch thinks he's going to get an escape route ready for when this all goes terribly, terribly wrong. Come on, filthy
Heresy's the
Italian.
question. Fire is the answer.
Goddamn spaghetti slurper. You're gonna stay out of range, aren't you? Do not hit that fucking shoreline. It would be very, very unfortunate. Oh god, can I... damn it. Do I wish to find my weapons? Can anybody see me? Let's find out. Nobody can see me. Yay. Suffer the American space program as I lob my little shells to the moon and back again. America can into space, just like America can into everywhere now. Oh, and Nuremberg's coming over though. No, little Nuremberg, you will not be allowed to see me. You will not be able to see my American glory. You will be denied. Because you're a filthy German and nobody likes the Germans. It is true, largely. Goddamn German occupation of Nebraska.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's a little known fact that the Germans occupied Nebraska for a part of the Second World War. I am literally making shit up, in case you're wondering. Although the Japanese did occupy a sliver of, like, Alaskan territory for a while there, so, you know, it's sort of kind of relevant in a way, even if not, you know, very or anything, but, you know, I'm not lying completely, I'm just making up alternative facts. Oh god, that too. I did see some of that as well. Like, how could... This is happening a lot on Norwegian television right now as well. Like, how could America vote for this lying politician again? Didn't they see what happened the last time? You mean that period of economic growth? That period of freedom? That period of awesomeness? That one? Did they not see what happened? Yeah, they did. That's exactly why they voted that way. They really liked it. They liked having that money. They liked having that freedom. They liked having peace and shit. They quite enjoyed it. One might even say that they really, really loved it so much they wanted a little bit more of it. Imagine that. Hello, filthy oh. Okay. DD. This is what I exist for. Making destroyers a little sad. Freedom's coming for you, you little fucking whap. Just like it did in the Second World War. Unfortunately, he's too far away. And I'm now becoming worried
The answer.
about that battleship. Hello there! It sure is unfortunate for the Japanese that they never invented radar. Damnably unfortunate. Damnably unfortunate indeed. Right, do not want to expose broadside to that big old fucking battleship, though. Pain, 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 suffering. Oh, that battleship was not where I thought it would be. My body is going to be in tremendous pain in a second or two. This is gonna be huge. Oh, missed me, bitch. Missed me with that rainbow shit. I ain't into that nonsense no more. What is my detection range? I have no earthly notion. Okay. No matter what happens here, I am largely boned unless I somehow... No, I'm just largely boned. Okay. Well, again, if America is going to go down, at least America's going to go down fighting, alright? Oh boy. And crossfire, because everyone sees an Atlanta and thinks, wow, free points, because that is largely indeed what an Atlanta is. Free points. To be milked viciously and vociferously by every other fucking ship on the face of this good green earth. Unless that DD has somehow lost sight of me, which is highly unlikely. Nope, nope he hasn't. Oh, he has, okay, right. Maybe I'll live to see another day. Flee, little Atlanta. Good evening, everyone I know IRL are massive progressives. I've been enjoying watching my friends and family sit there grieving in their words, stunned in silence. Oh yeah. So, Norwegian media, and Norway in general, is very far left, like 70-80% Trump. And before the election, there were things like, I am so sick of all of these macho men who like Trump. I hate them, I do. General seething and coping. And now after the election, remarkably enough, they're so cowed, they are All of them. There's now the same people who were like, they will never vote for Donald Trump, the crypto fascist, again. Now those same people are sitting around a table looking scared. Looking like, oh my god, America has decided to enforce its will upon our silly little mountain nation again, and I couldn't be happier about it. Oh, a lot of that going around. A lot of that going around right now. A lot of that going around right now. To Neil89, I can dislike puns. Isn't there a promo Black Legion skin in this game? I don't know about Black Legion, but I do have both the 40k ships, as Wargaming did gift me both the 40k ships, so I've got them. Midril, 1-1 scale, ship goal combat is the final evolution.
Fire is the answer.
God. I wish we had 1-to-1 ship girl combat with actual Titanic 32,000 ton ship girls waging war on one another. That would be peak awesome. If only, like, that's what Trump needs to get us. Trump needs to get us real life ship girls. Right, we have lost 2 of our destroyers. They have lost none of theirs. That is, it's pretty bad. It's pretty incredibly bad, actually. Pretty incredibly bad. As that means they will be able to spot us from invisibility for all eternity. I'm not entirely sure where my tiny little unarmored ass is currently going. Okay, he's over there, right. It's time to commit. It's time to commit, chat. This will probably kill me. This will near certainly kill me, in fact. But if I can at least Yito Cheeto that goddamn destroyer, then I will have earned my keep, my place in Valhalla, and maybe I can put another fire on that Veneto, maybe. It will not go well for us, chat. I'm not gonna lie. We're doomed. We're all doomed. Hello there, Pinky Sense. Pinky Sense. I can all but guarantee that our destruction is probably something along the lines of 30 seconds away. Right, let's make the most out of it. Get ready to pop that radar. And then, just like in real life, the little Japanese destroyer thought to itself, my god, they can see me with radar? No! And then they screamed. Loudly. Just like in real life. That, incidentally, is exactly what happened in real life. The Japanese realized the Americans could see them even in the middle of the night, and then they screamed. That is precisely what happened in real life. Xenoxon Doppelganger, how much money does Dev owe Artemis? 200 spanking brand new Amerikanski dolarus. Because Devimus was not able to see the signs. He was not able to perceive the patterns. Which is very unfortunate for Dev in this case. Very unfortunate for Dev. Are you telling me that motherfucking Italian battleship has a smoke generator? Why does the Italian battleship have a smoke generator? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Eric, so how much moolah would you need to get Dev to do a live debate with Ace 1918 with you as the moderator, and would Dev do it? I don't think Dev likes Ace. I do not think Dev likes Ace, so you'd have to bribe Dev first. Oh boy. Look at that. My doom. My death. My inescapable demise. Hey, I lived somehow. Nice. Alright. I am behind an island now, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna cry? Alright, unfortunately, I don't have any, you know, little airplane nakamas over here spotting him, so I'm still just going to die, but we've delayed my death by a few more seconds. At least. It is something, chat.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
It may not be much. It isn't much. But it is something. Reverend Knowles, let us hope this will put some wind in the sail of the right in Europe. Laughing at Swedish media right now, such salt and cope. Glorious. I entirely understand and get you. It is quite beautiful. This is... It's just not looking good for me, chat. Just not looking good for me, chat. I think my torpedoes are like 4.5 kilometers or something ridiculous like that. Drop the Porper Warpers. Kick it in reverse. Hope to God that maybe overpens. He doesn't. Yeah, battleship versus cruiser is what we call a very, very one-line fight, unfortunately. But killed his destroyer friend and hurt him. So, I mean, something done for tiny little Atlanta. The most underpowered ship in the entirety of World of Warships. And I will stand by that. I do hope it will reinvigorate the left in Europe, the right in Europe, though I doubt it, honestly. Local bird brain, my dev derangement syndrome was cured by Lilith. Was she worse? Was she worse somehow? Kit the Windblade, the ArchCast, Trump, the White has returned. The God Emperor protects, brother. He does. Christopher Arch, what are your thoughts on modern World of Warships? Do you hate CB subs? I don't necessarily hate carriers, honestly. Especially on higher levels. The subs, I haven't seen a single submarine. Nobody plays submarines. Nobody gives a fuck about submarines. They nerfed them into the ground, and nobody plays them now. Father Jack the Enlightened Arch is going to show us his New Zealand captain impression. Not a bad account. My job had a call about last night. It's tragic. Silverian Arch, what will this mean for Europe? I do hope it's something positive for once. Alright, Europe. So... The suicide hotline, by the way, was trending on Reddit yesterday. That gives you some idea as to the scale and the scope of the left-wing loss here. And it is potentially worse in Europe. It is unironically potentially worse in Europe. Because Europe is very, very left-leaning. So they're freaking out hardcore over here. Very hardcore. Oh, God. Little Atlanta. Okay. Go over to the arms then.
Call me Agent Rainbowhead. I'll be shimmering spectacles. A librarian with a mysterious past.
Oh.
I'll be a pirate spy. Arg, a sparrowet.
So, what it means for Europe. What it means for Europe is, one, NATO will continue to expand. Near guaranteed. The amount of money European nations continue to use on NATO is also going to expand, because it's going to have to. Trump will force them to, and good, that is wonderful, because they need to. We need to actually be able to pay our fair share, which we haven't for a very, very, very long time. We've paid far too little into our own defense, which is not a good thing. It means that we are unprepared for anything that might, come to try and conquer our asses. Now, I don't think there's any real threats of, Russia. Russia ain't gonna do shit. Russia doesn't have an army anymore, okay? Russia isn't going to invade anybody. But a stronger NATO is good for Europe. It is good for America. Especially as we are now barreling towards a conflict with China with this election, guaranteeably. It will mean that the right wing in Europe will have a rallying figure. They can look to Trump and, declare him to be their goddaddy. And they probably will. Will it really rally the right in Europe? I think local situations will do far more than Trump will. We've already got a housing crisis. We have inflation as well. We also have mass immigration. People are already starting to talk about mass deportations here as well. There was the hilarious thing from Germany, where the German police was like, mass deportation, it's simply impossible. It would take us 5 years to deport 80,000 illegals. We here in Germany just don't have any experience with moving large amounts of prisoners around. I don't know what you're on about. How could we possibly? How could we possibly, chat? How could the Germans conceivably move a large number of people around, or keep them housed, or, contained? Who the hell knows? It is a mystery, and if the Germans have declared that they simply can't do it, well, there you go. God, poor little DD, please don't die. I'm too far behind this fucking rock to help you. Run, little Shiratsuyu, run, run. I finally got my guns on it. I will delete the little Chinese person very quickly. Just stay alive, little DD. Just stay alive. There you go. Are you still alive? You are. You are. Good little Shiratsuyu. Good. Good boy. Good boy. And why are you touching me, you filthy Nazi? Like, there's going to be a lot of cope and seethe that it's impossible. And it obviously isn't. It obviously is not. Of course not. If we wanted to deport a bunch of illegals, we would be able to. It would not be hard. It would not be a problem. We can. We have the authority to do so. We have the manpower to do so. We have the moral right and the obligation, in fact. Why did you do that, you stupid German? What the... How did you... German, you saw those coming. I had them spotted for you, little German. I was like, look, pinky sense. There are torpedoes over there, Nazis. Like, don't care. I wish to die now. Fucking Germans, I swear to God. Right. This is not a good position I have found myself in yet again. Once more. America has been betrayed by its German allies and has been left to rot by itself. Supported only by the, oh, is that Shiratsuyu? By the Japanese. And the Japanese, quite frankly, are fickle allies at best. And I don't feel like I should be trusting the Japanese to be backing me up here. Fucking Germans. Germans indeed. Now, Germany too, though, has been having quite the resurgence. Yeah, they really have. Like, the Germans are looking at the situation they are in. They are not happy. The Germans are not happy at all. And the thing is, too, there is definitely a large number of Germans that have basically just been shutting up and accepting the status quo, right? Because you can go back to that excellent little movie, Look Who's Back, where you see Hitler interviewing Germans, and they're talking about exactly the same stuff that we're talking about today. They're talking about immigration, they're talking about inflation, they're talking about the economy, they're talking about too many foreigners coming in and uprooting German values. That's you. And if that was the case in 2014, and you can tell as well that they're struggling to, like, explain this, because they're talking about things that we can recognize today, but they didn't have the verbiage back then to fully explain what they were talking about. Whereas now, we do. Now we can explain why we don't think mass immigration is good. We can look at the way that it is ruining our culture. We can look at the way that it is affecting the economy. We can look at the way that it is screwing over native workers. We can look at the way that it is hindering us from advancing more technologically as well. By automation, for example. We know the arguments now. And if there were a large number of upset Germans 10 years ago, there's going to be a lot more upset Germans today. Norway as well. We have a far-right party, which is called the Progress Party, which is interesting. You know, remember where progressivism came from? It wasn't from the fucking... You know, it was not a right-wing idea. It was very much so left-wing. Progress Party. And they've taken on the name now, and they are doing incredibly well. They are the anti-immigration party. They are the Norway for Norwegians party. They are shooting up in the polls. They might become the largest party in Norway for the first time ever. As over here, basically the largest party has always been either the Workers' Party, Ap, Arbeiderpartiet, or right, which is Høyre. Now, right isn't really right. Our right party is basically the Workers' Party, but they want to slow things down a little bit. They're like, yeah, no, we're for all of your ridiculous progressive nonsense, but can we do it in 10 years instead of 5? And people are even getting sick of that. It's the same as the Conservatives in England, for example, who are also getting an absolute beating now. Do not forget the British elections. During the British elections, the Conservatives, who had been given a supermajority, were absolutely hammered. They were beaten the hell back down again because they had not delivered on their promises. People elected them to be an anti-immigration party. People elected them to get the economy back on track. People elected them to be a right-wing government. They were not. They were simply just the left, but slightly less extreme. That was all they were. And that is why the rallying cry then at the next election wasn't, we need to get the Conservatives in. The rallying cry was 0 seats. It was to punish the Conservatives for their betrayal of their base, the people who had given them that supermajority. Now, whether or not that was an effective punishment, I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? You know, if they have learned their lesson the next time around, but they need to undergo basically the same thing as what had happened in America. Donald Trump is not the Republican Party of old. He is not the rhinos. He is far more of literally a 90s Democrat, as people keep saying. He is a new political party in its entirety, in essence. And obviously, there's all kinds of interviews of him talking about, like, okay, so you don't really agree with the Republicans as they are now, so why run as a Republican? And he explains it very simply that America is a two-party system right now. Simple as. It is a two-party system. You cannot really run... Oh, damn, that was a nice series of citadels there from the Auditorio against that Hawkeye. You can't really run as an independent. It's not really something you can or should be doing. You will have vastly less resources, you will have vastly less support, you will have vastly less, through smash, penetration of the voting market. It's just not a good idea. Now, maybe it could be a good idea again, eventually. Perhaps America would eventually be ready for a multi-party system, but that's not the reality at the moment. And so it would be just absolutely ridiculous and retarded to try and enforce that new zeitgeist without already having political power. Gain political power first, and then you can try to change the system afterwards, because simply pissing in the wind is not going to benefit anyone. You know, shouting up at the clouds and be like, God damn it, why can't I be a third part? Can't, ain't gonna help fucking nobody. It's not going to benefit Trump. It's not going to benefit the normal men. It is not going to advantage anyone that it should be advantaging. So, screw it. Don't do it. Take instead the already established party and make it yours. It is far more intelligent on every single level. Oh god, I feel like I'm about to see two DDs rock around that area right there and do terrible things to me, right?
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Let's go and try to deal with that York to save our carrier. Our little carrier, our little carrier, our little carrier, wowie, 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 wowie. It'll also allow me to steam in the opposite direction of those battle boats that are no doubt thirsting for my juicy, lightly armored American ass. Alright, Atlantean space program. Kick it into gear. Let's see if we can hit something here. Carrier is defending himself as well. Good carrier. Every time you make him maneuver, you make him a little bit further away from you. He's gonna bow in towards me, which is smart, because he knows, well, it's not really gonna matter. I'm not gonna be shooting any AP at him anyways. Although if he's gonna give me a bit more broadside, I might. Little Yorkie, you shouldn't have been a Schnazi today. It was a bad day to be a Schnazi. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Now, I need to leave because that nice now is attempting to teach me another lesson in Blitzkrieg, no doubt. Right, wiggle that American booty. Wiggle it. Wiggle it good. Do not be penetrated by the bratwurst. So, yes, it's conceivable that this will do something good for Europe. I don't know. Like, the left wing is really entrenched in Europe. We basically need a Trumpian moment of our own to really get going. We need more of a revolutionary leader, I think. Unless, of course, you know, we vote in a right-wing party like we're going to perhaps do in Norway, like FRP, and they do really well. In which case, that will be, you know, proof positive that what they're advocating for actually does work. David O'Donovan, the only reason why YouTube is not deleting this comment is because I'm actively engaged in criminal proceedings against them. The Irish hate speech bill, people will be criminally prosecuted. God won. No mentions of Donald Trump. Moonfail, happy gaslight noises. Please use this to help spread freedom in your homeland. Also, I agree. Freedom girl for the calendar. Freedom girl for the calendar. Are we doing freedom girl? Okay. All right. So, freedom girl for the calendar is at like $40 now, I think. Ah, you filthy German bratwurst. You got penetrated by the Japanese, didn't you? That's what you get. That's what you deserve. Well, I didn't do a whole lot of damage. 37,000 is not a massive amount, but I did tank a lot. 250,000 tanked, and I did shoot down a lot of aircraft, and I did kill their destroyer, which is the most important part. As long as an Atlanta claims a DD scalp, the Atlanta has done its job to the fullest extent of its capabilities. And if it somehow survives at the end of the game as well, that's a bonus round. Puts me in second place, actually. Damn. Damn. Good work, little Atlanta. Good work. What else we got? The Kansas. Yeah, this is a World War II ship right here, by the way. Probably by rarity, of course. Good. Reverend Norse, can't stay here. So many election streams to watch. There are a lot, aren't they? Everyone is streaming now. Mechanics on duty. So we can put money towards any girl, even my OCs? Of course, yeah, no, any girl. Any girl is for the calendar. Any girl. They're going to have to actually, you know, get on the calendar, but yes, any girl is potential. Mithrel, even better, 1-1 scale, 40k ship girls. Not a bad account. Could Germany concentrate the camps of migrants? Maybe they could. Who knows? Ah, yes. The sheer World War II-ness of this vehicle is overwhelming. Look at it. It's got that classic World War II American warship silhouette, you know?
You weren't coming up with a plan just now, were you? Oh.
No, command bridge.
Pretty embarrassing.
Those sleek American lines. Oh yeah.
Thanks, Discord.
Anytime.
We can tell that we're World War IIing pretty hard today. WMC Wolverine heard from Philip DeFranco that the EU had a team ready to handle Trump if he was to be elected to handle him and his tariffs. Could this be true? And your thoughts? It is true. It is true. It is not a rumor. It is correct. The European Union and many other countries have already got documents ready on this. In fact, in Norway, they released an official notice saying, okay, you're going to have to get your panic bags ready. You've got to secure 2 weeks of food and water. It's like, for what? What's going to happen that's going to require 2 weeks of food and water exactly, Norwegian government? What are you planning? What are you planning, sir? What are you doing? It's like, why, you know, maybe Trump starts nuclear war or something. Really? Why would he do such a thing? Why though? And in the case of a global thermonuclear war, what am I gonna do with 2 weeks of food? So, seriously. Listen. If anybody is seriously thinking that nukes are gonna start fucking flying, okay? 2 weeks of food ain't gonna save your ass, right? Unless you've got a bunker in your backyard with like a year's worth of canned food, it ain't really gonna help. It ain't really gonna make that big of a difference, champ. I'm sorry, it just ain't. Now, I'm not saying to not be prepared. I do think everyone should have like a little bit of a reserve. You probably should have like 2 weeks worth of food and water just in case of like a mass power outage, for example. Particularly if you're living in California during the rolling blackouts, just saying. But the idea of this being issued because of Trump, it's like, what the fuck? Like, America. If America does something that I am going to need food rations for, 2 weeks ain't gonna cut it. Simple as. Now, normally, I wouldn't recommend firing battleship guns at destroyers, but if they're all you got to shoot at, take a pop. You never know. You might get lucky. I didn't. And even if you get lucky, even an over-penetration is 1,000 damage. Well, that's nothing to sneeze at. It ain't nothing to sneeze at. Ooh, that North Carolina got a little bit overextendy, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Well, overextendy spaghetti. God, the Kansas got... Ooh, hi there, wall of fucking torpedoes.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
The Kansas 40-second reload is, damn it. I sped up the little shit. Ricochet. And they do have like official documents with like official like people making like plans and stuff. Like, my God, if Trump gets in, you know, this is what we're gonna have to do. We got our little documents ready. We're ready and prepared to deal with that madman. All of that's the stuff. And I can tell you, they've got their documents who's like, we're gonna be really tough on him. Yeah, we're totally gonna show that bully boy Trump what we're made out of here in France. They've got the documents saying that. What they're actually going to do is they're going to look at America. They're going to look at the sheer amount of trade that their country is doing with America. They're going to look at the fact that the US military is basically the only guarantee they have against anything. And then they're going to bend over. And they're going to ask Trump very kindly to not fuck them as hard as he conceivably could. That is what they're actually going to do. That is the actual EU plan. Begging. No shit. And of course, whilst they're begging, they're also going to be snide about it. They're going to be like, you know, Trump. Who cares about Trump? Even whilst inserting their tongues as deep into his angus as they can shove them. They're gonna be snooty about it. You little North Carolina, you. I see you over there. You're really being a bitch. I really want you to not be alive anymore.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Come on, Trump. God Emperor Trump of Dispersion. Give me that plunging sit. Good enough? Massachusetts. And, oh, I saw Raoul. Mechanics on Duty, thank you very much for the red super chat there. Thank you very much for the $100. Then, since all the other girls I want already else in Canada, let's try something fun. Throw my 6-armed OC Silk Weaver in the mix for funsies. Let me know if you want to send pictures on the Twitter. Yes, DM me on like Twitter or on the Discord or something, because I need reference pictures. Otherwise, it'll be damn difficult to draw it. So yes, reference pictures. I will need to be sent reference pictures, and I'll note that down in just a second. As are we getting our butts pounded? A little bit. Little bit, yeah. Alright, Latorio, are you a target? You're not a good target. Are you a target? You're not a good target. Latorio it is then. Oh hey, deep torpedoes. Pathunka thunka thunka thunka. Oh, well.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I tried. An attempt was made. An attempt was made. Oh god, that scrolled. Alright. Oh, shit. Charlie Beagle, the only issue I have with Trump win is the 4 year of scaremongering the media will do after a while. It's also annoying. I don't actually know if it will be as bad this time around. I actually do think that a lot of the media will by now be looking at this and thinking that this is just what has happened. You know, that this is just reality now, and that they're gonna have to get on board with it. I think that will be the direction of entertainment. I think that will be the direction of movies, of television, of video gaming. I think after this enormous of an election victory, people are either going to have to get on board with the fucking program, or they're going to have to be just Cheetoed. They will have to get on board or fail at this point, I think. I believe those are pretty much the only options available. If any company wants to survive this, they need to get on board or get out of the way. Right. Pinky sense. Oh god, the pinky sense. Oh, well that was lucky. Hello, little DD. Okay, let me see. Hello, North Carolina. Good evening there. Good evening there, sir.
Heresy.
Don't mind me.
Fire is the answer.
I'm just, Ugh, the god of dispersion is not with me today either. Damn it, it's our Bismarck dead. 4v4, but they've got 2 DDs. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Ah, the one of the BBs got a hit on the Vesteros. Good. I probably will not have guns recharged in time to take another pop, as he will certainly not fire again. He will not. Right. My photon accelerators of World War II origin is back online again. Right. The question now is where to go, what to do. We're gonna take a bad shot at the Pranga. Yep. 1 penetration, mostly over penetrations. And we're gonna need to start turning in hard here, which means I'll have my flank to a destroyer. Oh boy. I really do not want to go forward here, because if I do, I'm going to be sitting right in front of that DD, and I'll be pushing into 2 secondary focused battleships, which is just awful. But I've also got to be a little bit aggressive to give some cover to my other BB friend and our little destroyer friend, so... the cancers will be the bait. There's the other DD. Unfortunately, he will get to shoot at me this whole time. At least those torpedoes have been dodged. North Carolina pops his radar, but he's out of range. Come on, anything? You ready to spot anything, little North Cal? Nope, ain't got shit. And they don't need to. Oh. Yep, there's the radar.
Problem solved.
Come on. Got Emperor Trump. Guide my fucking shells, you glorious bastard. Oh, that's looking good. No. Fuck. Ah, dispersion. Oh, dispersion. What did I do to deserve this? Right. Let's not go any further.
Service guarantees citizenship.
I can't really do anything here. Those two battleships have pretty much got me a checkmate. I need that Jervis to do something effective whilst I'm keeping them occupied. Anything else is just not gonna work. Not even close. No fucking luck on anything. And the Jervis is dead. Yep. And DD to my rear, probably filling my ass with torpedoes. Yep, there they are. Don't know what the fuck this Armagh is doing. Come on, you fucking battleships! Why are you not pushing? Come on! I've drowned all of their aggro. You can attack now, please. Amagi, please, friends, comrades. Would you like to attempt to win the video game? Would you like to give it a try? A good old college try? Alright. The Amagi is still hiding behind a fucking mountain.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the
Fucking
answer.
still no citadels. Oh, God. Alright, just no luck. No luck on the dispersions today. No luck on the dispersions whatsoever. Oh, I hate people like that fucking Amagi, like full fucking health, not fighting. Like, I just don't want to die because, you know, this is not a team game or anything, is it? No. Don't worry about it. We're not fighting based on points or anything. No. You just surviving is a victory. It's not, you little fucking shit. I hate team games. I truly do. Alright, let me get back on the thing there. So, okay, let's see. Spider Silk. I'll just note that down for now for 100. That does put her on the calendar and pushes Duchess Strawberry off it. Duchess Strawberry is off the calendar again. Poor little Duchess Strawberry. Battlemont Stargard. That German boat must have seen Harry's vote on Reddit. Also, Vladiana Milze, Einth American flag bikini again. Alright, Milze. Vladiana Milze. Let me actually get through some of these here so I can, you know, comment live, I guess. Zero, Arch, go to bed, you loon. Though so glad we won. I've already been to bed. You know, now I'm back up again. Going as great as Trump is, I'm somewhat worried that is what his presidency will mean for US support to Ukraine. I do think probably Ukraine is a little bit nervous right now. That is true. Brian H. Has been over for 21 months. Arch, what odds do you lay on any of the people claiming they'll leave to leave? I lay approximately 0, especially P. Diddy's. I don't think he even can leave, can he? I think P. Diddy might be, stuck. I don't know if P. Diddy can go anywhere. I'm not sure. I think P. Diddy might have to just be exactly where P. Diddy is for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately for P. Diddy. Be it Basta, sometimes progress means you need to cut on immigration and take care of your own people. Yes, that is usually what progress means. Skulltron 888, I'm just excited for tax-free overtime. Yes. Go to Maltese, I've got to wonder, Arch, do you feel like an American at all? Actually, no, just for jokesies. I do want to kind of go to America. Kind of want to go to... Oh, somebody asked me what I think about World of Warships right now. This is what I think about World of War. They've like, the balancing is really skewed right now. Nobody's playing aircraft carriers because they nerfed those into the ground. Nobody's playing submarines, they nerfed those into the ground. People are only playing battleships because they're the only ones that remain effective. Like, I think Wargaming has probably given up on, you know, trying to fix that, and they're just like, yeah, battle boats. Shake Silva, please challenge Dev's claims. DJT is uniquely anti-democratic. Legal coup. Dems had an illegal administrative coup in Russiagate. See the Durham report. I mean, they tried. There was even the one with all of the celebrities and the actors coming out like, electors, vote for Hillary, not for Trump. It is not something uniquely bad that Trump did. Zero, though I'll be happy to talk about something else. Something else? Wow. We're not talking about something else. Election for another 5 years. Mr. Personality, now that I know the outcome, I'll think about watching Devo Cope. Don't forget Mao this time. Mao? Chairman Mao Asakura. Does Chairman Mao and Asakura need another 5? Okay. David O'Donovan, Queen Elizabeth II for the calendar in her... Oh, goddammit. In her corpse's current condition. Like BGO 40k. Only joking, maybe just because it's funny. Gumialdi, you think Ragnar Turnquist is seething in his office right the next Dustborn after yesterday's event? I think he probably is, yes. There's a good chance that Ragnar is not happy right now. There's a very, very good chance that he is upsetty spaghetti.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
God. Okay. Slow speed first.
Not to worry. I'll just move some of this one to... Perfect.
The real attack, the world is healing. Mary Trump Arch, hashtag Meya, Mitsurugi Meya. I'll add that on. Hellfire 1940, Arch, how entertaining is the left panic in Europe? Very. Everyone is freaking out, and it'll only get worse. Walking Corpse, the leadership in Europe is more of a joke than the Democrats over here. They are, unironically. Charles de Beagle. The only issue I have with Trump win is the 4 years of scaremongering the media will do after a while. It's so annoying. It is. Imperial Fist Terminator, do you think that they will try and kill him again, like when BlackRock tried? I mean, let's be clear here. The Secret Service doubled his detail, and they might consider doubling it again. That's all I'm saying, okay? There is a decided chance that somebody might take a little more another pop at Trump. I don't know. I'm not ruling out the possibility, because people were very, very upset. Very upset. Very upset. I've been detected by air, which means I'm about to be shot at, probably. Ooh, hello. Okay. Pop that, and... Illinois, my fellow American battle boat sister. Who knows, maybe I'll get really, really fucking lucky. Yeah, well, I'll take that. Alright, let's kick in that engine boost and go fight ourselves a D-Day. Hello there, Mr. Dada. Mr. Dada. I'm coming for you, Mr. Dada. I'm coming for you, specifically. And our destroyer died. That is very bad. It's very bad. Very, very bad. Oh yeah, he's gonna try and shoot my ass. Okay. He's probably upset that I popped him one. He probably didn't like it or something. Who knows? Oh, I popped him one again. He's probably still upset. Right. Now the problem is... I need to get out of here, but there's a destroyer right over there, right? Okay, we need him to fire again before I can think of turning, as I'm expecting some serious pinky sense in a moment or two. Some serious, serious pinky sense. Alright, good enough. Get going. In fact, I'm tempted to load HE in case he's dumb enough to let me spot him. Oh no, he's left. Okay, yeah. Yep, that's him over there. He ran away. Alright, well that is actually fucking great, because that means he's not going to try and challenge me, he's not going to try and torpedo my ass. Lovely. He will allow me to make my exit fairly unmolested. Very cooperative of you, little DD. Very cooperative, thank you. Little pussy. Little pussy. Oh god. Why am I always on the team with the fucking brain damage destroyers today? Jesus. Seriously, like, World of Warships is a game about the destroyer. The destroyer is the playmaker. The destroyer is the single most important ship on the team. And if your team is filled with people who've never fucking played the class before, as if, that means you're in a really, really fucking shitty position. God damn it. Well, you can't win elections and World of Warships, I guess. So, like, Doppelganger, Trump needs to sever diplomatic relationship with the UK and exclude them from NATO until such time as they stop oppressing their people. I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't, but that would probably be a pinch harsh, I will say. It probably would be a little bit further than he's willing to go at this point in time. Seriously though, fucking unironically, there is an argument to be made that America should start swinging its dick around. God, we've lost 3 destroyers. They have lost no... Oh yeah, this... Another one of those games decided on the loading screen rather than actually in the video game. Well, hello there, millions and millions and millions and millions of torpedoes.
50 cents.
This, incidentally, is the reason why the...
Service guaranteed citizenship.
God, I've turned too hard. I fucking hate torpedoes.
Really?
The Destroyer, always invisible, capable of launching ridiculously damaging attacks from infinite range whilst remaining completely undetectable. A video game. A video game brought to you by Wargaming. Yep, there is no pushing down there. Not into 2 invisible destroyers, there's not.
Close.
There is no going down there. That part of the map is lost. Every part of the map is lost. And all of our destroyers are dead. A video game. Zero, on the note of Katusi, you ready for more smooches? I do need to play the next Suck for Love. I need to get through, what was it? What was the other game? The Goodbye Volcano High. Yes, that one. And Snoot Game. I need to go through those first, because they're first on the list. So I'm probably going to do that fairly soon. But I also want to play some good games, finally. Probably start the Vampire Bloodlines, probably. Play Batman. I want to play Batman. Batman's a good game. A big part of me just wants to hide behind this fucking island right now and not really engage with the video game, because my teammates sure as fuck are not interested in engaging with the video game, so why should I? Hey, Los Angeles, you are pretty good. Pretty nice broadside you got there, boy. Pretty nice broadside you got there. A ricochet. Perfect straddle, perfect broadside, massive ass 457mm guns. A ricochet. I guess we used up all of our luck on the Trump election, it seems like so far. So far, it looks like it. Alright, let's try something ballsy then. If we're gonna go down fighting...
50 cents.
Yep, there's the torpedoes. I was about... yeah, I shouldn't have. It's like, oh, let's try turn in and hunt some destroyers. Like, no, you can't do that, because the destroyers have already been shadowing you invisibly for the last 5 minutes. And they probably already got their 500 million torpedoes streaking towards you. And no, you have no counter against it. None. Zero. Zip, nilch, null. You cannot spot them. You cannot hunt them. You are not faster than them. They will simply kill you. I fucking hate destroyers.
Problem solved.
I swear to God, World of Warships would be a better game if it was literally just battleships. Unironically. That's what every match turns into anyways. Just make every ship a battleship, and then maybe throw in carriers. Battleships and carriers. Destroyers, cancer. Cruisers, cancer. Well, cruisers aren't cancer. Cruisers are useless. That's the problem with cruisers. Cruisers aren't worth anything. That's my problem with cruisers. They have no role. You know, beyond hiding behind islands and praying that somebody doesn't spot them, which is not great gameplay, if one is to be entirely honest. Well, L'Aventure. Ah, thank God. That game was just one of those you wanted to get over. Now I know how the Democrats feel. You just want the day to end, frankly. Marks by 117B, I'm amazed you're still awake. For Chairman Mao. Well, I went to sleep first, of course. For Chairman Mao. Punkle, here's your good boy donation for not having dev. Also really funny. Some Europeans think they can oppose the USA in agriculture, import wars and politics while relying on the US military and shipping. Oh yeah, no. And again, Trump needs to make that clear. Trump needs to make that clear. I think, okay, so let's talk about what Trump needs to be doing, right? Because he needs to not have another 2020. Or another 2020. Where you could easily argue that he hadn't done enough, because he hadn't done enough. Ugh, I don't want to go up there. Then again, I guess I'm kind of like a sort of pseudo anti-DD battleship, so I guess I'll go up there. He listened to the wrong people. He picked the wrong people. This time, straight up, he needs to just go to Elon, alright? Elon will help him out a lot on this. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOG, needs to be made. There needs to be reductions in waste. He needs to go full Argentina on this shit. Start cutting stuff. All DEI subsidies, gone. Axe them. Destroy them immediately. These massive three-letter organizations, destroy them. Disperse them. America does not need all of them. They're wasting billions and billions. He needs to start cutting the deficit, because he also needs to start spending money. That's the thing. Trump needs to cut in the budget whilst spending money on development. Trump needs to build up the industry in America. He needs to bet heavily on automation. He needs to bet on the space race, because that is America's long-term gain. If America can basically plant the flag on Mars, America is the only country that matters for the next 2,000 years. Straight up. Straight fucking up. Not to mention the potential of space mining. Oh, Jesus. And he needs to go hard on the left. Last time, he was too enamored with things. He thought he could make deals. You know, Zuckerberg called him up and like, Trump and Lamfaga, you're a really swell dude, you know that? And he bought it. He was flattered. He can't. He cannot eat their shit no more. He needs to understand these people want him fucking dead. They want him gone at best, dead at worst. They cannot be entertained. They must be eradicated. There's the Stalingrad moving towards an island, which it will sit behind for the remainder of the video game, unless I somehow one-shot sit it, which is entirely impossible, but unlikely. Darn it. Oh. A Satsuma! Wow, is the Satsuma the new super heavy Japanese battleship? So they added in super heavies in this game, by the way. Unironically, they've added in super heavies that are now super carriers and super battleships in this game, which feels dumb to me, but hey, what do I know, I suppose. It's like, you know this this carrier that people kind of dislike? What if we add in a super carrier with jet aircraft? Like, I don't know about that. he needs to go loyalists, okay? He needs to go loyalists. Now, there is a problem here. The problem is that a lot of his loyalists are not going to understand politics. They're not going to understand how everything works. They're not going to have a good enough grasp of how to run a governmental bureau. And all of the backstabbing and traitorous shit fuck whistling that comes with running a governmental entity. But they're just going to have to learn. They are just going to have to goddamn learn, simple as. Please don't be detected by a destroyer in sea. Nothing? Alright, we are going on the world's longest flank here. Oh, hello. There's the destroyer in sea, and... Ooh, Stalingrad, did you... You're a little bit poking a little bit too far out there, buddy boo. Gotta be careful about that, or that plunging fire will come get ya. Alright, there's the Satsuma shooting at me again. That Satsuma has a hard-on for me, doesn't he? He really does. I don't know why. What have I done to him? What have I done to him? Which one of his sisters did I rape during the war? I just don't know, chat. I just don't know. I don't recall any Japanese ladies by the name of Satsuma. Perhaps I'm simply ignorant. Here comes more shells from the Satsuma. Seriously, you'd think he'd learned his lesson the first time. And the Stalingrad is fucking running for his life gun. I wonder if I will ever reach and shoot at anything here, but... I mean, he just managed to ram himself into a giant rock, so that's good. There will be short-term hardships. Absolutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. When, I was about to say Dave. When Elon comes out and says there will be short-term hardships, he's entirely correct. You can't fix an entire fucking national economy overnight. You cannot fix the over-reliance on China that people like the neocons introduced into America a long time ago. That isn't going to happen tomorrow. It isn't going to happen in a week. It isn't going to happen in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It is going to be a long-term fix that is going to require major and systemic changes to how the United States does business. It is going to require mass investments into automation. It is going to require mass investment into getting rid of things like control system. There needs to be less regulation. Like, what was it? Elon mentioned something ridiculous about they gotta kidnap manatees or something absurd to test out if they're too stressed out by the launches, so they gotta kidnap a manatee and strap it to a launch platform and be like, so, this incredibly loud noise, does it upset you? And presumably at which point the manatee will just look up at Elon and go like, Ark? Some other fucking retarded nonsense. Less regulations, more space race. Way less regulations, way more space race. Libertad. Right, well, I've certainly managed to... That Satsuma is still aiming at me! My Jesus, have you nothing else to shoot at? Oh, is there not another... do I not have teammates? Over there somewhere. Those people. Shoot at those people sometimes. Jesus. Why me? What have I done to you? Genuinely starting to get a little bit curious here as to exactly what I have done to offend you so much, little Satsuma. Oh, well, that might upset him a little bit. Right. Ow. I also now know that I'm probably fairly close to their carrier, because otherwise I don't think he'd be gunning for me quite like this. Now look there, I'm in an American battleship, so he's gonna at least suffer some casualties for this, but he's doing way more damage to me than I would have liked. Satsuma-chan! Kisu Kisu! And I I shattered. My fucking 500mm shells just shattered on him. I see. Oh boy, those were quick. Okay. Righty-o, that carrier's a lot closer than I was thinking, wasn't he? Okay, right. My long flank is coming to an end, I'm afraid, chat. I think there might be a little bit too much stuff here. Focusing on my poor little bootay. Come on, give me some sits. These are big-ass guns. They deserve some sits. Really? I mean, I'm doing some pretty serious damage on him, but I really was hoping for some nice big fat citadels there.
50 cents.
Jesus, that's a lot of torpedoes for a fucking airdrop, don't you think? My sweet baby boy, what am I up against? Midway? Jesus. Okay. Well, avoided. Kicking that engine boost again. Satsuma-chan! I see you! Please you! What? What? Where the fuck did... Wait, did I just turn back? I did, didn't I? I'm a retard. I don't know how I managed to turn back into those. I'm not entirely certain. I got upset by the Satsuma, I think. How come I still don't get any citadels? There's the carrier. I am on 600 hit points. I am not going to be living through this. Nope. Well, I mean, I did 80,000 damage, killed one of their ships, and made their entire fucking right flank focus on absolutely nothing but me for 10 minutes. So I'm relatively happy with the achievement there. That is a nice active Georgia. Carrier focused on nothing. I held the battleship back, doing nothing but focusing on me, and he's still up there. Yep. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, steering directly into those torpedoes was a less than ideal thing, but holy fuck, those new battleships thingies, the Libertad. Okay, it is a tier 10, but Jesus, what kind of armor does this thing have? I was really expecting some citadels there at point blank range with those enormous fucking guns, but nope, nothing. Still. More than happy with basically distracting their entire team, allowing them to full cap everything. Requiring 2 tier 10 players to focus on nothing but me. I'll take it. I'll take it. And probably a victory, too. Zero, can you round my last waves hand 10 for 2B? 2B.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
Of course. 2B. 2B. Where even is 2B now? 2B? You're sure you don't mean 2P? 2B? 2B? Panam BBs broken? Are they? I have not looked into them. I've just recently started playing a little bit again. But Jesus, yeah, no, it was... Like, the Georgia is not a bad ship. It's got some heavy-duty fucking main battery guns. It's got huge main battery guns. So I was really expecting to do some serious damage down there on that thing, but, nope. My shame not to be a downer, Trump did suggest there may be a connection between video games and school shootings. Gaming isn't going to improve immediately. Maybe we can get rid of pronouns and pride flags. Bear you in mind, Trump is also an old boomer, right? He doesn't know what a fucking video game is. Now, Elon Musk can teach him. Yes, Elon Musk should teach Trump what a video game is. There was an interesting conversation on his talk with Joe Rogan, where basically he brought up a fascinating statistic. But apparently, they'd done a study on doctors, on surgeons even, And the surgeons, they were, okay, if they played video games, the surgeon made 26% fewer errors compared to a surgeon who did not play video games. Which is massive. That is actually enormously massive. Because it improves hand-to-eye coordination, it improves problem solving. It is simply a good way to engage with yourself and your brain. It is an advantageous thing that people probably should be doing a hell of a lot more of. Because, well, people will say that you should do sports, right? And part of that is, of course, the athleticness of it. But it is also the way it nurtures the brain. And gaming does that same thing. It nurtures your ability to think on your feet, to think effectively. Activates the neurons. Yes, chat. It activates those damned neurons of ours. We need to make video gaming mandatory. Yep, that's what we need. Mandatory video games, at the very least for surgeons. If you're a surgeon, you have to play video games. You don't get a choice. 26%, it's too big of a factor. You gotta do it. Leo Scoutall for another 50 on Streamlabs. Thank you very much, sir. Sharing the joy today, Art. Here's to an incoming economic upturn. Looking forward to your eventual return to the tabletop. Hopefully Elon educates Trump on gamers and 2p. 2p. There you go, 2p. Jean Bart, I remember you. You're a silly little boat. With silly little secondaries and stuff. Hello, little DD. I can't see you. Otherwise, I would shoot at you. As a battleship, you should always take a pop at the DD when the opportunity arises, okay? I know a lot of people... Where did even that come from? I have no idea. A lot of people don't want to shoot a DD with battleship guns. No, that's silly. You should. Your odds of hitting are not amazing. This is true. But even if you just hit an overpen, which is what you're likely to get, 1,000 damage on a ship with only like 2,000 or 3,000 left. Okay, Kitakaze. Kitakaze and Des Moines. Right, okay, the Des Moines is already camping hard. And my cruiser is running away. Lovely, fantastic. Alright, well, I'm not going to wander down there against a camping battleship and a camping cruiser alone. That seems silly. That seems very silly, in fact. If that is the position we are going to take, and we are, judging by the minimap, I think Arch is going to leave and find somewhere else to be. Very, very much so I think Arch is going to leave and find somewhere else to be. Now, if that little destroyer... Should I go down there? No. I'm not listening to you, teammates, because, frankly, fuck you. Simple as. Alaska decides to pop his radar whilst having no idea where the enemy destroyer is. Excellent mouth breather move right there. Good job. Yeah. See, these are the people that voted Democrat. These are the people that voted Democrat right here. These are the people. These are the people that voted Democrat. I am not advancing down into a camping Jean Bart and a camping Des Moines. That's just silly. It's silly, it's dumb, it's retarded, and they've got a destroyer sitting around the hill there, ready to pop out and torpedo me. Yep. It's a big old no-no. Big old no-no. This is a game about positioning, more so than anything else. It might not look it, but no. World of Warships is 98% a game about positioning. Everything else is largely fucking irrelevant. Shooting skills, largely irrelevant. You get a shooting marker. And torpedo dodging, largely irrelevant so long as you keep good positioning in mind. It is literally all about positioning. That is the only thing that's relevant. All about positioning, 1000%. And if you get caught out in bad positioning, you die, which is why I prefer battleships, because these battleships, there is a greater degree of leniency. If you get caught out once, you do not instantaneously explode. Whereas if you are a cruiser and you get caught out, you might very well instantaneously explode. In fact, it's a very good chance. Like 3 of my teammates have already discovered. And soon to be 4. How is this going so badly? Every time. I'm almost starting to wonder. I'm almost starting to wonder. Maybe the Democrats have infected this game a little bit too much. It's certainly starting to look like it. Right, well, if we're all going to coalesce over here, at least we're all together when we die, I guess. Oh boy. I continue to expect the pinky sense to start ringing. Any second now. Pinky sense. 55 torpedoes incoming to your location right now. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Oh, hello. Fuck, Des Moines. Hello, are you... Yeah, you're still behind a fucking hill, aren't you? The Jean Bart, also.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Camping hard. Kirikaze, only thing I've got to shoot at. Nothing. Okay, well, the game is at this point pretty much over, so I guess we're going to go and die heroically now. I guess that's what we're going to go and do. We are going to go and expire in a heroic fashion. Maybe, if we're lucky, taking a little DD with us. That would be nice. I would enjoy the taking of that little Khabarovska's lives. Hello, Des Moines. Oh, hello, Des Moines out of cover. Okay. Maybe Trump is with me after all. How the ungood fucking Jesus is almighty earth? How is... I am genuinely starting to get upset by my complete and utter remarkable lack of scoring citadels on even the most flattest of broadsideiest targets. I'm really going to start thinking about the British here and how there's something wrong with our goddamn ships today. There appears to be something disastrously wrong with our boats. And the Germans appear to be taking advantage of it. Come on, smack his tush just as he gets behind there. Nope. Right, little Khabarovsk. You probably already have like 55 torpedoes in the water, I'm imagining. Right, turning. Turning hard. I don't care about you little John bots. I don't give a shit. You've been sitting there fucking maximum range reverse camping this whole time. I don't care about you. I have better targets over here. Fucking Christ, yeah, those new battleships are absolutely ridiculously nasty, aren't they? Great secondaries, and seemingly also great guns. I'm upset by them. Tremendously so. Riga? Yeah, you're just gonna head behind the island. And I can't overmatch his bow, so that's not going to do anything, but, you know. 2 penetrations. It's something. Video game yet again determined on the loading screen rather than actually in-game. Unfortunate. March, in, say, an FPS game that has capital ships, would you rather destroy them via fighter bombers, ship weapons, or boarding action from inside? Boarding actions? Now, boarding action sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds amusing. But, I mean, in any normal scenario, you'd use aircraft. Normally, of course. Favorite ship? What's the favorite ship now? Oktober Revolutska, the Soviet battleship. That's the best boat. It's the best boat by far. It is the best boat by far. Because it is big, it is dumb, it is Soviet, and it has many guns that fire HE. It is a dumb blappy boat. Now, let's also talk a little bit about the Democratic Party, shall we? 5-6 times as many battleships crews. Oh yeah, the game's balance is as borked as I remember. Like, it's... The problem is, Wargaming tries to do rock, paper, scissors, and there is no such thing as rock, paper, scissors in a team game like this. It doesn't exist. You will never be able to have the counter at hand. It's sort of targeted design philosophy. So, you're basically in a situation where you've got loads of islands, everybody... Positioning is everything, camping is everything, in essence. So the battleships are the only ships that can make a mistake and live, because they've got the health points pool to maybe get out of a sticky situation. A cruiser can't make a mistake and live, a destroyer can't make a mistake and live, a carrier can't make a mistake and live, and a submarine can't make a mistake and live. And so, since battleships are the only class that can actually survive making a mistake, it's obviously the one you play. And as the game's been out for like 8 years now, obviously the player skill level is astronomical. And so when normal people come in, they make a mistake and they die. And they become sad. And then they start playing battleships, because battleships are simply just better. They do great damage, they have great armor, they have great survivability, they have far from inferior speed, particularly in the later levels, and they can pretty much just beat every other class. You've created a system of rock, paper, scissors where rock beats every other class, presuming it has the correct gimmicks. Like if it's got a radar battleship, for example, and you beat the destroyers. There's a big little problem with World of Warships. I prefer War Thunder, personally, but War Thunder fucks its players too hard. At least World of Warships has a nice soft grind instead of World War Thunder, which is, awful. But what will the Democrats do now? That's another interesting question. Because I've seen a lot of the social media posts, a lot of the left-wing influencers are basically saying that the left didn't go far enough left. They blame the protest vote, that they didn't, join for the cause. They blame the fact that the Democrats catered to the right wing too much, some goddamn how.
Service guarantees citizenship.
And they think then that the solution is to simply go further to the left. Oh, Maine, that's the American super battleship. Amerikanski super battleboat. Did he just fire his gun? I think it did. Okay, well in that case, we'll plink at it. We shall pinky plonky at it and see if it becomes upset. And it might come as a shock, but I don't think that's the solution. Well, actually, no, I think that is the solution. I think that the left should go further left. I absolutely think that they've got a winning formula here, as demonstrated by this election, and they should double down on this winning formula of theirs. They should just keep going left. Further left. Always left. Harder left. Don't stop until you're so far up Mazadong's fucking ass that you can lick his balls, right? That's what we need to do. That's what the left needs to do. The right needs to do the exact opposite, of course, but the left needs to do that. And I actually think they might. Like, it depends. it depends on what lesson the Democrats will draw from this election. Because in 2016, they gathered the correct lesson. In 2016, they understood that the way to win was to basically shut up, do nothing about policy, and make it just about Trump, only about Trump. A referendum on Trump. That's all. That was the tagline. Referendum on Trump. Referendum on Trump. Damn, that main's not looking good. That was all everyone was talking about, and that was what it then also turned into. It's a destroyer somewhere. It's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, but also simply the fact that Trump, of course, is a rather divisive character that some absolutely love and some absolutely hate. It's on top of it. And Kamala tried to do the same, but didn't manage it as well. Kamala had the blitz of public support when Joe Biden stepped down, because that was what everyone on the left wanted. They wanted Joe Biden to step down because he was the old white man. So they had a moment of catharsis as they got rid of him. It's like, yeah, we've bent the Democratic machinery to our will. Fuck that man. And Kamala then was the darling of the news media. Everyone embraced her. Everyone backed her up. Everyone gave her, finally, a fucking citadel. Jesus Christ, I've been fishing for one of those for 5 hours now. They gave her every benefit of every doubt imaginable. They could not fall over themselves hard enough to pleasure Kamala. There was nothing they would not do. No depths they would not delve. No pinky they would not tickle. And that worked for a while. It worked very well for a while because it seemed to everyone involved then that she was the candidate. Like, if she's got nothing but positive coverage, man, that must mean something, right? But there wasn't enough mainstream media coverage in the world to cover up the fact that when she had to start speaking, she could barely string 2 sentences together. That was the issue. And when then Trump also started doing PR stunts, like the garbage truck thing or the McDonald's thing, people started expecting Kamala to start doing public stunts, but Kamala doesn't do very well publicly. And when Trump also then doubled up on that by going on Joe Rogan, going on podcasts, and being seen to be able to speak normally like a human being, that placed yet more pressure on Kamala to be able to behave like a decent human being as well. Why am I suddenly getting the citadels only now? God damn it. I mean, I'll take it, but I feel like I wanted them to be a little bit more spread out and reliable instead of getting them all right now. And this was big for, like, the younger vote, because they saw a candidate that embraced their media, that went on their media, that talked on their media, that appeared personable on their media. Whereas there was another candidate who appeared to shy away from their media, who didn't want to interact with their media, who didn't want to go on it, and who a lot of people, including Joe Rogan himself, was looking at and thinking like, okay, the problem is she probably wouldn't be able to keep a coherent story going for the requisite number of hours. And that became the narrative because, well, it fucking looked to be true, didn't it? And I do believe that the Democrats probably knew some of this to begin with. This kind of doubles us back to the idea of why there weren't so many riots, because I think a lot of the Democrats understood that they would lose and understood in turn that there would be riots, and so they were prepared to deal with them adequately, unlike previously, where they allowed the riots to happen. Because, you gotta remember, these people have been hanging around with Kamala for years now. They've been hanging around with Kamala in elevated public circles for the last 4 years. They know the kind of person Kamala Harris is. They know the kind of mental faculties she does and does not possess. They've got a pretty good read on her. And whilst I'm sure they too were beginning to, you know, huff the copium a little bit when the initial mass positive media coverage came out and she saw big bumps on all the polls, I think they probably suspected that it wouldn't last. And so they kept their their enthusiasm somewhat in check. God, there's a destroyer over there and a destroyer over there. Well, there's a cruiser with a radar over there, the Brisbane, so it should be able to deal with that. I'm more worried about the DD over there, which is going to make me pushing down here very interesting. Right. Gradual changes in course and... Oh, hello. Hello there, sir. Good day. Oh. Very widespread volley. Very long-range torpedoes, too. Can I get my fucking ass out in time? I can't. That was probably from the Yoshino, actually. Alright, Yoshino, are you gonna run aground? I hope so. You are, aren't you? Yes, you are. Hello, dinner. Delicious. Big, fat, stuck cruiser. Just what Mummy always wanted. Look at that big, helpless booty. So stuck. So helpless. So very, very sad. Dispersion. Don't do this to me now. Right, Holland. Oh, 2 DDs. Oh boy, oh Jesus, oh almighty Christ. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of torpedoes coming my way, ain't there? Alright, switch out to the HE. What's that? That's a battleship, yep. Well, I'm just going to have to suck up the fact that he's going to be able to pound my broadside for a bit, because...
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
This is just... It's a very poor position to be in. Alright, haven't gotten torpedoed yet. Which I'm more than a little surprised about. Did we get the other DD? I don't think we did. God, I really do not want to come around that island. I really... Yep, there we go. Oh no, tiny rockets. To be fair, those tiny rockets actually did hurt a fair bit. Right. No bowls, no glory. We're heading around the island, boys. Fuck you very much, little ship. God damn it. Oh, got him. Ha ha ha. Thank you, dispersion. Thank you, dispersion, indeed. So, I don't think the Democrats will change this time around. I don't think so. I think they will... I don't think they'll double down, because they probably do understand that that's not a great look either. Instead, I think they will try to do the same thing again. I think they will basically try to become the anti-Donald Trump party again, and try to see if that won't be able to, you know, give them another election. Because if they won under Biden, by making it all about Donald Trump, perhaps they can then run a stronger candidate next time. And they can run a... Jesus, those rockets really hurt a lot. And they can definitely run a stronger candidate next time. I don't think there is a weaker candidate than Kamala to be run, honestly. I don't think there is anything worse than that. And try to make it a referendum about Trump again. They'll simply say, oh, J.D. Vance is running, he's Trump's guy. Do you really want 4 more years of Trump? And they'll basically just try to smear Vance with everything that they have already smeared Trump with. Oh, the Holland has turned back. Okay, can our daring win that? They probably can't. I'll provide what cover I can with the secondaries. But I can't really turn back to fight him because I kind of got to deal with this guy. And then they will have their referendum again. Now, Trump, in my opinion, largely lost 2020, mostly because COVID, economy, and the fact that people have very short and very, very bad memories. So they basically blamed the entirety of COVID and all of the downturns there on him, and then allowed the massive negative media coverage to kind of reaffirm that decision. And then on top of that, of course, you had 90%, again, negative media coverage, and you had a candidate that promised a return to normalcy, a return to, well, really, really, really old politics. And he didn't actually really return anything to that old politics. He promised change in the dumbest way, you know? This was also one of the reasons why Kamala probably did poorly this time around, because she was promising change, despite having been in office for 4 years, and the last guy promised change too. Like, Biden was like, I'm a return to civility, and then the world starts blowing up. Now there's a war in Gaza, there's a war in Ukraine, it's like, and people suddenly remembered, oh, that's right, there's a reason why we got rid of you old-ass politicians to begin with. There was a reason why we voted Trump. That's right. You were shit. So I think genuinely they'll try to like just fly underneath the radar. Hope that people won't notice them. By the way, let's have a look at this American super battleship.
Fire is the answer.
The main. Victory. Defeat. Many defeats today. It's been a sad day. I want a preview ship. Preview ship. The main. The Supper-Dupper battleship. Look at that. That is a battle boat. That is a battle boat right there. Those are quadruple 406s. That is indeed a battleship. Those are some pretty fancy-ass looking AA guns, too. And 2 more in the rear. Jesus. She's a wide girl. She'd need to be. She would need to be just to carry the weight of those motherfucking turrets. That's a big girl. It's a big grill. There's some serious big girl energy right there. 96 AA defense. Yep. 20mm Orlikans out the wazoo. 20 quadruple 20 mils. 6 double 76s and 10 double 127s, which are these. This thing's got more firepower than 2 cruisers. It's basically got a cruiser bolted to each side of the ship. It's a pretty big, pretty big grill. Pretty big grill. Can I research the Montana? I can't. I haven't leveled up the Iowa enough. Or, well, I could. I've got 1,000,000 free XP, so it's not like I can't, but... And sadly, the United States Supercarrier was rather disappointing. It was rather disappointing. It may look cute, and it kind of is cute, but it's not that good. It is not that good. It's actually kind of shit. It is kind of shit, unfortunately. Particularly in comparison to the Japanese supercarrier, which is just better all around, which is weird. Why would the Japanese have a better carrier than the Americans? Good fucking question. Especially a late war one. Hell, not even late war one. Post-war one, practically. Let's see, where's the big boy Japanese one? There you go, the Sekiryu. She's a pretty big girl as well, but I mean, look at her. She doesn't even have, like, radar-guided AA still. It's still the same fucking old 100 mils, and somehow they outperform the radar-guided 127mm on the American. I don't fucking know how. That's some War Games secret documents logic right there. That is some real War Games secret document logic right there. Real secret documents. And a Satsuma. The biggest guns in the game. 510 millimeters. My god. C2, big grill, but not that many. Only 8. Which is a bit on the low end for a battle boat, honestly. Bit on the low end. Pretty large, though. Pretty large. Wargaming is more like board game? Yes. However, you think Tulsi will try to run again 2028? And for what party? Reps could pull a very fast one and try to go for FemPoc candidate before Dems. I think what they really should do is Vance Tulsi. I want to see Vance Tulsi. I want to fucking see Vance and Tulsi Gabbard on the same ticket. Vance will provide the based right-wingism, and Tulsi will drag in the BIPOC vote. I think that would be a powerful fucking ticket. And then with Trump blessing them both in the background, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Splunkalma, hey Arch, will you be playing Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age? Early access is on the 12th. Yes, I will. I will be playing it tomorrow, actually, because those game developers don't hate Arch. They gave Arch a key, so Arch will be playing Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age tomorrow. I tried it out a little bit already. It's really good. It is really good. If you like realistic naval combat, you are in for a treat with that game. It's really good. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. Deadpool Kid for the 20, thank you. Hey Arch, with Trump winning the election, when will the Crusades save the rest of the Western world, aka Europe, from mass migration and corporate lobbyists? I'm an American concerned for my fellow Western brothers and sisters. Hopefully. I want Trump to go full fucking Western supremacy on this. Actually, let me show you my favorite boat. The October Revolutska. Look at it. It is captained by Pony Derpy. Allow me to show you the October Revolutska. Best battle boat. Slight departure from American focus stream, but Soviet Union basically America, but over on the other side of the earth, yes. I hope Trump goes full American imperialism on this and basically colonizes Europe. Like, listen, Europeans, we're paying for your army, we're paying for your technology, all of this shit. You're just gonna help us now. We're gonna go to war with China. Come along. And Europe's going, but we don't want to go to war with China. Too fucking bad. Full American imperialism. Like, and he should tour Europe. What Trump should do is tour Europe for like a month and ignore all the normal leaders, all of them. Go to Britain. Do not meet with the Prime Minister. Fucking ignore his ass. Meet with the king, because, you know, he's still the king, and he's cool. So what? Ignore the Prime Minister. Go to France. Ignore the Prime Minister. Go to Germany. Ignore the Prime Minister. And go to the opposition parties. Find the opposition right-wing parties. Meet them instead. Ignore all of the mainline politicians and watch them seethe, cry tears of fucking blood as the evil Trump that they hate so much will walk right past them. It'll be like Greta Thunberg at the EU summit when Trump walks right past her, ignores the shit out of her, and she's like, "How dare you, Trump? How dare you ignore me? I hate you. Why will you not? Why won't you acknowledge the fact that I hate you?" Like, I don't know who you are, kid. That's what he should do. It would be a enormous boost to the European parties. Just start boosting it up. Start sending Elon over to run fucking campaigns. Like, start building Western fucking imperialism. How dare you? Yes, Big Bob. How dare you? How dare he? How dare he ignore the little Swedish girl who pretends to be a child? God, I can't wait for a sex tape to drop. That's all I'm saying, okay? When she starts rebelling against her parents and she just drops a sex tape being violently ganged by about 12 Moroccans, I'll be there for it. I'll be there for it. I don't care. We're covering that live on YouTube. You have received dozens of strike for sexuality. Like, don't care. Don't care, it was worth it. Listen. It's gonna happen. And by your mind, she's like 20s. She's well into her 20s at this point. She hasn't been a child for like a fucking decade, okay? She still wears the mouse, like the little museflette, you know, the little braid thingies. She wears those because the Democrat donors really like them. Oh yeah. The Dem donors really like those. Oh, little pretty little braids on their young girls. I won't say anything more, but there's a reason why she's been using them so far beyond any point where any normal child would go like, Father, I am 7. I'm not going to wear braids anymore. They're childish. Meanwhile, the 20-year-old Democrat. That's all I'm saying. I'm just humming. Right, I see our destroyers managed to get themselves fucking torpedoed. Brilliant. Generally speaking, if you want a sign that your DDs are going to be utterly incompetent mouth breathers, watch them get torpedoed. And we're down 2 DDs. Wow. That's what we call a really fucking terrible start, huh? God help me, chat. Oh, hey! My first submarine spotted in God only knows how long. Pew, 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 pew. HE it, now! I don't even know where to aim on these things, they're so tiny. Oh, I hit something. Hey, I heard it, lots actually. And it's on fire now. Well, that sucks for it. That truly does suck for the little torpedo boat. Well, boy. A true tragedy. He should have stayed underneath the waves instead of floating above them like a turd. Oba. Here. You look cold. Have some HE to warm you. See, now you're toasty. You're all good and toasty. Alright, I really need to kill these DDs. Like yesterday. Undina, alright, you're a British DD. You should be pretty good against other DDs. Please don't get fucking torpedoed. I beg of you, please. Just hold out for a little longer and I am going to bliat this bitch back into the fucking Stone Age, okay? Bliat. Oh, you little how did you little... Oh, there you go, okay. It's like, you are not going to survive with 400 hit points. I fucking forbid it. Now the problem here is I really need to be turning. I'm going to eat so many torpedoes for this. It's not even going to be funny. Right. All right. Prepare the bliat. Prepare the bliat. Yeah, it's a pretty decent bliat right there. It's a pretty decent bliat. I will take it. I will take it as a good bliat. There you go. Right, our destroyers may have killed themselves by running headfirst into the torpedoes, but luckily their destroyers then killed themselves by running headfirst into fucking battleships. So, something good. Omaha. Why are you... Okay, you're dead. The Omaha is a light cruiser. It really should not be existing, just stopped in the middle of the water like that. It's, Pinky sense. It's not good for it. Full-blown Western imperialism. Like, Trump should go to... So, a lot of people don't know this, but Africa is currently waging a straight-up war. Not Africa. France is waging a straight-up war in Africa, okay? They're reinforcing their colonial African French empire right now, and it's kind of hilarious. And they're doing all right at it. You know, they're at war with, like, I think Boko Haram or something like that. You know, the ones that kidnapped all of the young girls years and years ago. And the French are going hard on them. Again, Trump visits Paris, doesn't meet with that little French shit, meets with the opposition, and then flies directly to France to start meeting with military leaders. So, how goes the re-establishment of the French colonial empire? Oh, oui, Orange Man, very good. We have the Blackies on the run. God, I'm getting a little bit too eager here. We gotta tone this down. YouTube is not owned by Elon Musk just yet. Gotta tone it down a little bit there. Tone it down a little bit. Toasty. Will Lemieux, do you think Congress has the balls to not certify the new president like they threatened? Nope. Nope, they do not. And even if they do, it's a Republican Congress. Elected now. Like, they're not gonna be able to do shit. And if they don't certify, Trump will literally just seize power. Literally. Like, he will have an enormous rally outside, and if they don't certify, they're just gonna walk in the building and be like, so, this is your president. Done deal. Done fucking deal. And the Democrats can cope and seethe about it all they fucking want. There ain't a damn thing they can do about it. Wait, YouTube, what did you just do? I saw you do that. Elsonan, another 50 to the Arch Dragon Age Origins playthrough fund. I should probably do that at some point. You don't even need to fund that. That's something I'll probably do at some point. Just gonna, you know, take a century or two for me to get around to it. Now, you will see at the moment the one sole singular drawback of the October Revolutskia. It's not very fast. It is a big, fat, wide, dumb Russian tub. That is what it is. It doesn't go anywhere with particular expediency. It exists simply to make destroyers' lives miserable and to set fires on its fellow battleships. That's all. Like, it's not designed to actually travel or to wage war on the high seas or anything. I'm pretty sure the Russians designed this thing as just like a shore battery, basically, that can occasionally move out of sight of the shore, but very rarely. What do you mean, no fire? Not enough hot sauce in shields? I don't understand. There were supposed to be fires. I was assured that it would be fires.
Fire is the answer.
I was assured there would be fires. Right, well, we shall simply just bliat it again then. Oh, come on, reload. Nuts! God damn it. Hello, Mutsu. Are you coming around the island for me?
Service guarantees citizenship.
You know, that's a pretty decent broadside. I could probably actually load HE for once, or AP for once. It's rare for the October Revolutskia. Oh, no, you're angling it. Never mind. Bliat, sir. I also enjoy the October Revolutskia because it makes other battleships upset. You know? They angle in only using 2 of their guns. Like, I'm only going to use half of my firepower to fight you. I'm like, why? Because you'll AP me if I don't. Splat. Laughs in the bliat yet again. I would never change the armor piercing. Just HE. Flat broadside, still HE. High explosive is the Soviet maxim. There shall never be otherwise. A New York, a 10,000 hit point, being slowly picked away at by a cruiser. Right. I haven't gotten any kills yet this round. It is time to do what in wargaming circles is known as a kill secure. Hold on, chat. Hold on to your pantyhoses. We're about to secure the shit out of this kill. He needs to be a bit lower. Bit lower. There. Secure the kill. N-word. Torpedoes? Look at me. Do you think I can dodge? No. I will simply just take torpedo. It is friend. The October Revolutskia does not dodge. It has never dodged, and it will never dodge. It is incapable. Belial, Finland makes up like 0.9% of the world population. The best census data has 1% rate of error plus of minus population, which means that there's a 50-50 chance Finland doesn't exist. That is true. And it shouldn't exist. It's Finland. Nobody likes it. Missing next anyone. Arch Tungberg was never a girl to begin with. Sith. Begin Sith. Don Smith, how much longer are you playing and are you sync dropping? Sync dropping? Synchronization? I'm not having any issues at the moment. It's all working out pretty well. Third place. Second place. Perfect place for October Revolution. October Revolution should never be first place, because look at it. It is dumb boat. But it should always be close to top. Yes, because it is also best boat. Yes, Comrade Derpy. I don't know when they turned my Grosse Kurfürst into a premium, by the way.
Fire
I'm sure about that. I don't feel like it should be a premium. I feel like it is good bratwurst. It should not be a premium. It should be available to everyone, because it is quality bratwurst. Also, there's apparently a Star Trek event going on, which, who the fuck cares? Star Trek is garbage. You heard it here, chat. Star Trek is garbage, has always been garbage, will always be garbage. That's simply the God's honest truth. And anyone who simply seems to not understand that, well, that's a you problem, isn't it, chat? Sajad, do you remember that French general blaming the Juden for multiculturalism? The frog started producing signs with Qui. Qui? Cancel duty had to get premium to send silk. Add cost to her? Had to get premium to send.
Heresy is the question.
What even
Fire
is the
the
cost of
answer.
premium these days? I don't know. Where was silk? Where was silk? Where was silk? Spider silk. There you go. I'll add another 10 to that. Emily Balls, look up California Proposition 6, voting on slavery and indentured servitude. What the fuck? At Australia. Oh yes, I heard that. They were moving to legalize slavery again. Which, hey, you know, not necessarily the worst idea ever. Elsverana, hey Arch, is it just me or are Dan Abnett's book really hard to binge read? I wouldn't say so. Not the old ones, at least. I quite enjoyed them. I've binge read plenty of those. But I will say I did not enjoy The Last Gaunt's Ghost that much. Nowhere near as much as I enjoyed the other ones. So maybe he's just beginning to fall off a little bit. World War II, comrade. The Second World War, where the Japanese produced battleship with giant scorpion on the roof. It was intended to intimidate American destroyers. Yes. Entirely normal and natural. Also, here we have the Ragnarok, piloted by a Sister of Battle. Somehow. Don't know why. And the English Purgasio, which Wargaming gave me. I don't think I've ever used it. It's not that good of a boat, honestly. It's kind of a derpy boat. Oh. It's okay. It's got the big guns. It's got the big guns for its tier, you know. The, what's it got? 400s? No, 3s? 410s. 410s. Yeah, that's pretty big guns. 410s. Those are big old guns for tier 8. It's got a big old, like, I don't know. I see the bird at the front, and I understand that it's supposed to be carrying, like, a wreath in its mouth, but all I see is, like, a cock ring. You know, you got the balls here, you got the shaft there, and then you got the giant ring just pierced into the bottom of the PP, and it's just hanging there, like, disturbingly. That's all I see when I see this. I see a pierced ball sack, which I just don't like it. I just don't like that, okay? I just don't like that. Don't like it. Turns me off. Perkele, oi! Better not diss your meat shield or it might stop shielding you, mountain pansies. Finnmark to Finland. No, all of Finland to Norway. We can take care of ourselves, but you will still be inscripted into the army, of course, to deal with the Russians. You have a track record of dealing with the Russians, and you shall continue to deal with the Russians for as long as possible. Now, one piece of praise I actually do have for Wargaming is that at least, you know, they give you plenty of rewards. Like, half the time you're playing the game, you don't even know what's happening, and you look over here and it's like, oh, I got 8 freebie thingies. Cool. And inside of it is some worthless garbage that probably does something good. I don't know why they insist on having this long, drawn-out, annoying animation, but they feel as if it's necessary, so... You know, you can argue with it, I guess. Wow. Box chat.
Question. Fire is the answer.
Alice Serrana, message retracted. And I also feel that Dan did Beckwin dirty in the Third Eye Notebook. He did. Beckwin being kind of just like, you know, shoved out of the way. I didn't like that. I like Beckwin. We could have had more Beckwin. We should have had more Beckwin. And we didn't have more Beckwin. It upsets me tremendously. It does. And Ben, gotta dress your ship up in Azure Lane cosmetics. Are there? I didn't know there were. I've got Concollet commanders and an Azure Lane skins on some of them as well, like just the... Or you... I think some of the Yukikaze. Yes, Yukikaze is the official Azure Lane one. Nanoda. I need to install the Azure Lane mod, skin mod, because frankly, Azure Lane is just vastly superior to Concollet. It's vastly superior. Much, much better. So long as I can retain my pretty little My Little Pony mod, of course. That's very important. That's very important. I gotta have ships commanded by Fluttershy. It's a thing, okay? Or this guy. I don't even know who he is. And Trumponi. Where's Trumponi? There's Trumponi. Look at him. Look at that majestic creature right there. How could you say no to such a thing? How could you say no to such a creature? Which is why he's on the Atlanta, where people say no to him all the time. It's a bit mean. No abyssal ships. Well, Colorado. Well, she's Colorado battleship, abyssal battleship. But true, there's no abyssal character in Azure Lane. Where's Slightly sad? You're a Trumponi? Yes, Trumponi. Best Trumponi. But right. I think I've gone over most of the things I wanted to talk about the election as like a flow of consciousness kind of stream with a bit of dumb boats in the background. I will pass you on now to Lum Lum. Well, in like 7 hours time or something when she actually starts streaming. But there we go. The United States of America. It will be better now. I think there will be a period of economic downturn, because there always will be, especially considering the need to revamp the entire economy, in essence. But it will be better. It will be better eventually. Oh yes, I'm gonna check Steam now too. Diswiz, drop the Trump bomb. Let them nerd be. Let them syntax, you little motherfucker, sometime. Be radical, makes them another Veil God, and charge recklessly for breakthrough, then we gun them down. This is true. And Austin for insane $500. Thank you so much, sir. That is incredible. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Question for you, Arch. You mentioned that the Democrats need to regroup and put forth a new person. Who would be that person? Because Trump parts have like next 3 or 4 lined up for Kiyohime from Yokai Art. Kiyohime from Yokai. Kiyohime from Yokai. Kiyohime from Yokai. Right, let me just note that down. Hima from Yokai. 500, okay. That puts her on the first part of the calendar, right under Chrysalis and above Applejack. And it also, of course, therefore pushes Dick Girl Deathclaw down 1 slot. Can we somehow get Deathclaw off the calendar, chat? Can we somehow do it? Is there a way? It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough, but I wish we could. I wish we could somehow just get rid of it entirely. Just entirely. And Austin, if you are on my Discord, or if you have Twitter Premium or something, send me a message and I'll get you a custom rat brick for that too. I really should put those out for just sale now, honestly, so people can get them. I've just been handing them out as rewards for like particularly awesome donors. Jesse Jinx too should be getting one. I think, did Jesse Jinx have one? Jesse Jinx have one? I thought maybe you had one. Oh. But there needs to be more rat bricks. There needs to be more rat bricks. It is true. Come on, Dick Girl Deathclaw. We can defeat the Dick Girl. If only we stand together and we fortify this election with 20 million more votes, chat. 20 million more votes, we'll see it done. Now, Zartax, now boot up EU4 and play Animinard, Archie boy. Mayor, I do actually need to play that game again. I need to play more. I still need to get through fucking Fallout Equestria, so I'll try and play EU4 whilst I'm listening to that. That seems reasonable. And Ben, why not Dan Abbott finish Gaunt's Ghost after 25 years? He's technically finished it, kind of now. There's one final book that he put out that sort of wraps it up. Kinda. Like, it doesn't actually finish the Crusade or anything, but Gaunt becomes like War Master number 2 after a series of weird-ass events, so it's sort of wrapped up, kind of, in a way. It was definitely not the end to Gaunt's Ghost that I would have wanted, but, you know, it's an end, I guess.
Heresy's the question.
And also, Sorry,
Fire
Arch,
is the
can't
answer.
donate to the calendar anymore. I have to save up for Johto Pokemon's video splurge. Yeah, well, so long as there's no Death Girl Dick Claws on that one, I guess. I wouldn't hope. Spoilers? I'll listen. It's been out for like 15 years, okay? It's fine. You come to me, there will be spoilers. But right. Thank you very much for watching, chat. Thank you for your incredibly generous donations, particularly Austin's. Jesus Christ, thank you very much, sir. And I will be with you tomorrow with the Sea Power game, Naval Combat in the Missile Age, which is really good. Really good, by the way. Really, really good. It's an excellent fucking game. I am loving the fuck out of it so far. It's Command Modern Operations, but on a more beautiful and, you know, easy to engage with scale. Digging the hell out of it. Digging the absolute hell out of it. So you'll be in for a treat there. Good night, chat, and say hello to Lum Lum later tonight when she eventually starts streaming, that lazy little feet-worshipping American. You know, just say feet from me. That'll be good. Good night, chat.